As we approach the middle of January, we look to our New Year's resolutions to see whether we are on track or whether we failed and fell off. The good news is we've still got 11 months to fulfill those New Year's resolutions. It's not too late, you can still do your thing, and by this time next year, you would have been able to fulfill your promise of going to the gym more, not eating that much chocolate, losing weight, starting a new hobby, a new job, all these wonderful and amazing things. So here are a few tips to help you through 2022 to make sure it's the most successful year that you have. Tip number one is to worry less. And I know people are like, shut up, man, worry less. What do you mean? I've got so much going on. Everyone has a lot going on, and I don't just mean worry less, and I don't mean to be insensitive about worrying less. What I mean is you have big things and small things that you worry about, and those smaller things, if you can kind of deal with them and get rid of them and not have to pay too much attention or invest too much energy into them, that can help you worry less. So all your attention, all your focus is on the things that are making you worry the most. For example, if you have an important interview, you have a new job, you have some family matters going on, no one is telling you not to worry less about those big things. Of course, they require your attention, they require some energy to be invested into them, but all the small stuff that you know really you don't need to worry about can help you invest more time into the bigger matters in life. We're told every single day that this is happening, that's happening in the news. Whether it's your friend trying to bring you down by telling you not to pursue something, we worry every single day. And if you can implement this small change of just worrying a little less about the small stuff and investing that energy into the bigger things, then hopefully those bigger worries will also just vanish, or they'll be more manageable in the future. Advice number two, or tip number two, is to try and do more this year. Every single year we tell ourselves that we're going to try and do more, and it gets to December and we realize actually we didn't do that much. And this is more advice for myself. Every single year I tell myself that I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and I never really get down to it. I make excuses. Oh, I didn't have the time, I didn't have this, I didn't have that. But the honest truth is I just make excuses because we go through a thing called resistance. Whenever we are presented with something challenging, it's the flight or flight response to that thing. And a lot of the times in the past, I've flown away rather than fighting for it. And I've told myself in the past that, yeah, you know what? I've had a productive day. I've done this and that today. I'm going to take a break the day after. When in actual fact, I should be ramping up my efforts to try and make sure that I match or exceed what I did the day before. Now, of course, everyone should have a break. Everyone should take some time out away to reflect on what they've done and get back to it. But sometimes people do, let's say, a couple days of hard work and the remaining 5 days of the week they're just chilling, when in actual fact it should be the other way around. You should be investing at least 4 to 5 days into your craft, making sure you can get to the best performance level you possibly can, and then maybe taking 1 or 2 days out. If you don't want to take those days out, that's absolutely fine, but I do encourage some kind of break within your routine which allow you to do more. Longevity is the key. You need to focus on trying to do more over a long period of time than doing more in a short span of time. Like I said, it's the beginning of the year, 2022, and you can make this your year by implementing the do more attitude. Advice number three is to go easy on yourself, which is kind of related to the do more thing. Going easy on yourself means that you should forgive yourself more often. If you're not doing something right, if you haven't done something, if you are unable to meet the demands of others, don't go hard on yourself. You're a human being. It's absolutely fine. The most top performing human beings in this world have bad days, they have off days, and that's fine. We all go through it. So you should be able to forgive yourself. Take a step back, think about what's gone wrong, what you could do better, and then attack it again. Don't ever think that you're not good enough for something. In this life, anything is achievable if you can find a solution for it. And I know, yeah, it's obvious, whatever, but that's all it is. If you can find a solution for something, hopefully then that will allow you to pursue what you need to pursue and focus on what you need to focus on, the important things. So forgiving yourself for, if you did have a day off or you had a bad day, that's fine. It doesn't matter. We all have good and bad days. You shouldn't go hard on yourself and say, you know what, I had a counterproductive day the day before. I'm going to go hard on myself and I'm going to make sure that I, do twice as hard work the next day. that's a good attitude to have, but you shouldn't do it as of a response to the negativity you had the day before. It should be because you've seen that the day before wasn't great and you want to do better. You shouldn't punish yourself when it comes to hard work. You should be excelling but not punishing yourself. So go easy on yourself. Tip number 4 is self-belief. I mention this all of the time in most of my videos. If you don't believe in yourself, then no one else can believe in you. The belief for whatever you want to achieve should come from you first. If you can believe that you can do it, then it's something that will resonate with others. They will see it in you. And of course, with things like being from a impoverished background, being from a place where you don't have many resources, it can be harder to believe in yourself, of course, because if you're in a stable educational system where, you know, you're given the lessons of motivation, hard work, growth mindset, all these things, of course it's easier to believe in yourself. But if you come from those backgrounds, it can be harder, but it's not impossible. With those types of disadvantages or those types of obstacles, you should allow yourself to look at those that have done it from the same background as you. Because if you're from an impoverished background, from a, you know, a deprived background, and you're looking at someone that came from privilege, it's going to be hard to connect. But if you can find someone that is from the area you're from or from the background that you're from, and you can follow their journey and see how they did it, then that is one way that you can start getting into your craft, start getting into the career that you want to get into. But it all starts with self-belief, the I can do attitude. And everyone can do what they want to achieve. Everyone can do what they want to do. It's those people around you that will either hinder you or help you. And self-belief comes from having positivity around you. So always remember that you can do something, and it starts with self-belief. Tip number 5 is to get out of your comfort zone. Staying in a comfort zone, you will never ever be able to achieve greatness. I don't care what anyone says. If you're in a comfort zone, you'll get to a certain level. And if you want to get to the top tier position, or you want to get to a high performance position, then you need to get out of your comfort zone. We think that, you know, I'm just sat at home, I'm chilling, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, it's going to help me get to where I need to be. Yeah, to a certain level. But if you want to get to a world-class level, you need to get out of your comfort zone. Nobody right now that is doing something great in this world, or has done something great in this world, did it from a comfort zone. It started in a comfort zone. It started with, for example, tennis. It started with, you know what, I'm working on my serve, I'm working on my backhand, I'm working on my whatever. And then it got to, okay, I'm now competing with the best in the world, or the top 10 or the top 100 or whatever the case may be. Slowly getting to top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the world. And it starts with the comfort zone. It starts with picking up the racket. It starts with playing at local clubs. But to excel and be world class, you can't stay in those local clubs. You need to start progressing to national and world levels. That's just one example. But the key is get out your comfort zone. Anything that scares you is going to make you better in the long run. Don't let that challenge, or don't let that temporary pain define who you are. That temporary pain will help you grow. It will callous your mind, and it will allow you to progress and achieve anything you want to achieve. Tip number 6 is to stop comparing yourself to others. Where you are right now has no bearing on where you're going to be in 10 years from now. You need to think about your journey. It's personal to you. For example, I want to be a rapper. Where Jay-Z is now has no bearing on my success. He has done whatever he's needed to do to get to the top position. I shouldn't compare myself to Jay-Z. I shouldn't compare myself to his style. I shouldn't compare myself to the way he lives. I shouldn't compare myself to the way he was brought up, because his life is different to mine. I aspire to be a world famous class rapper. I want to be one of the best lyricists in the world. But me comparing myself to others is not going to get me there. If anything, if I'm looking at it from a negative mindset, like why is he or she there, then all I'm going to think is I'm not good enough. Why am I not there yet? Why after 1 year did they get to this position and I didn't? Everyone's journey is different. So you should allow yourself to think about where you are, where you want to be, and how you are going to get there. Looking to others for inspiration, that's absolutely fine. Looking to others to see some of the methods they use to get to where they need to be, absolutely fine. But you shouldn't think about every single aspect of their life, like down to the finest detail about, oh, they did this, they did this. Some things might not be right for you. Some rappers or some musicians or some tennis players, doctors, whatever, might have done certain things which suited their style of learning to get to where they are. Some people, I know that's been debunked, the whole auditory, visual and kinesthetic learning thing. I don't know what the learning theory is now, but the way you learn is different to the way I learn and the way other people learn. So you might learn via visual prompts rather than auditory prompts. So focus on the way you learn best, stay in your lane, and there's no doubt in my mind that you won't get to where you need to be in this year of 2022. And the last thing is lifestyle, not discipline. I read a quote recently that said, if you believe that your lifestyle is changing, or that your lifestyle is one that should be of someone that eats healthily, someone that works out, someone that works hard every single day, then your perspective will be that my lifestyle is this and I need to stick to it. If you think about dieting, working hard and all these other things as discipline, or if you think of them as something that is out of the ordinary, then it's something that's going to always seem unattainable or something that's alien to you. But if you can tell yourself that you're making a lifestyle change and not disciplining yourself, like lifestyle is your daily routine. So for example, let's say you had a bad day the day before, you're still going to wake up in the morning and brush your teeth, for example. It's still something you're going to do regardless of the day you're having. Or if you wake up in the morning, you just feel rubbish, you're still going to brush your teeth, you're still going to get out of bed, you're still going to get changed, right? So how you should see your daily habits or your lifestyle is that one of, no matter what you're going through, you're still going to do whatever you need to do to succeed. Whatever is happening around you, whatever is happening to you, you're still going to show up every single day and try and do the things that work for you and make your life the most productive, the happiest, and one that will hopefully one day get you to the success that you've always wanted. Guys, that is the video today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe and share. All of my socials are in the description box below. Just want to thank everyone for 100 subscribers. The support has been amazing. I'm sure we can get that to more subscribers this year. Honestly, like from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone showing love, for all of the comments. They mean the world to me. These videos they're not very hard to do, but it takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort, and to know that people are appreciating it means the world to me. So thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace and love. Take care.